anybody's heard of Coffee Talk, this is the Tavern Talk version of that, where we're just... yeah, we're talking to taverns. It just seems nerdy. We're a bunch of nerds here, right? Last time I checked. LGBBQ? LTGBBQ. And I also think the narrative's probably cute and fun. So yeah, tonal shift from... Okay. Look, we're already getting into it. Okay, but first, break time. I chugged a Trader Joe's Black Cherry Vanilla Sparkling Water, so BRB. We gotta stop meeting like this, chat. Welcome in, Riff. Time to play some Tavern Talk. Let's see if I can do voices. Teehee, I have to get warmed up first. This is a good time for a pride cheese slap. Alright, Tavern Talk, let's go! I was waiting for this to release for a while. Like, I wishlisted this, waited for it to go on sale. Boom, now we have it. We'll do Where Are They Then? Enough shrimp. Oh my god, you're right.
In a
Thank
world far, far away. In a realm ruled by dragons and magic. Well, actually, it was this land specifically. Not that far away. Let me start over. Once upon a time, somewhere in Gaia, not that far away, there was a tavern. My tavern.
Oh, so cute.
A place for anyone looking for an adventure or a quick refreshment.
I was like, am I supposed to click something?
A place open to everybody. Even jackdaws, I suppose. But I'm not just your typical innkeeper. My drinks are infused with magic to aid ambitious adventurers on their quests.
This is so
to
cute.
Make sure they always return victorious. Big shoes to fill, I know. Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
Woohoo! Okay, I thought it was a little much to think that there would be voice acting. Like, apparently Date Everything from Josei's stream, they have voice acting throughout it. That's incredible. My god, there's no sound right now. Maybe I do want to turn up the music. Hiya, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy. Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yes, all fine and dandy. So cute. I love the color palette. Gotta provide the voice acting. I know. Trying to wipe the cursor off the screen. I had such an exciting day. Really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Okay, I should lock in. I should lock in. We're doing full-on Bridgerton here. Even better. I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. What a simple life. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster, or a mushroom mimic, maybe a gnome. Did it? No, but I got to take another walk around the grove. Honestly, this makes sense. How was it? Great! I got to see the same stones, the same trees. The same Amaranthine Hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon. The same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces, or as a snack. There are various types of nuts. Walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts, legumes, chat. I'm allergic. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. Oh, I wonder if I'll have to keep this allergy in mind when making a beverage. That would be such a cool game mechanic to remember things and try not to kill the person. That would be so dope, actually. Let's see if they did that. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No, I think it counts as a mistake. So what you're saying is that you're missing some spice. Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Though, I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. I got a romance novel or two for you, Fable. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly, that's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. So a classic case of boredom, I see. I wonder if pressing enter works, chat. I'm gonna switch it up. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Okay, nope, enter doesn't work. I gotta click. Like, life isn't bad, but it's also not particularly fun. Tried visiting a circus? Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Yo, spice it up. Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater or a gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Yes, I think that's the point. Chat, would you guys go in a hot air balloon? I'm terrified of heights. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. For me. Ah, see, Fable and I. Dabbing up. Taco's been in one. How was it? I mean, I'm sure it's pretty cool, but... Nah, dude. I'd be so nervous looking over the side. Sandwich is down. You're good. Like, even when I'm on a very high up floor in a closed, sealed skyscraper, guys, my knees are like... I'm crouched a little bit when I'm walking. I gotta stay close to the floor as if that does anything. Open air? Nah, dog. Super bad for the environment. Yeah, just combustion all over the place. In a little basket. Fable and I are dabbing it up. Ah, I'm afraid of heights, and of people, and of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not the telling of a tale? How could I sing of things in life if I never lived through anything? That's so valid. What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it. But I want to get out there and see something. This is just the start of a Bridgerton season. You love hiking and stuff? Yeah, but like the earth is there. It's high, but we're still grounded as terrestrial organisms. Rock climbing looking down doesn't scare you that much? Have you been rock climbing outside, Taco? That's how I started getting into rock climbing in Colorado, was outside. Now I'm scared. Now I don't like being up high. Paragliding? Yeah, you guys think if I can't do a hot air balloon, you think I'm gonna go paragliding? That's crazy. No skydiving for me either. Fuck that. Usually go to the gym, but haven't done it outside for a bit. Did you take the opportunity? You did it? You know what? W body making you sick, so you didn't have to do that. I trust the safety of it because instructors, if you have a skydiving instructor, chat, they have done thousands of jumps. Like, you can't be signed off and certified as an instructor until you reach like a fuck ton of jumps. So I trust my life in the hands of other people, but it still doesn't change the fact that I'm careening towards the earth. Yeah, your body was like, no. Better to be. I don't want either one, Bjorn, if that's the question posited to chat. I'm a terrestrial organism and I acknowledge that. I also acknowledge that I'm a human, and the only way I'm an apex predator is with a tool and a weapon, okay? I don't want to be in bear territory. I don't want to be in ocean. I don't want to be, like, no. I recognize my part in this ecosystem. I don't want to fuck around and find out. Imagine diving. I almost saw the Great Barrier Reef, chat. Let us not forget I was stranded in LAX for 36 hours in December and missed it. I evolved within 10 feet of the ground and that is where I will stay. Exactly! Like, for example, listen to this song I started writing. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph, resting by the lakes. Pretty nymph, that's daring. Wait, I can't tell if that's an insult or not. I don't want to insult. That sounds like a good song opening to me. Oh really? You think so? Well, perhaps it is nice. It has a nice flow to it. Nothing actually happens in it, because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. So we're gonna be wingmanning Fable here. Wing-veying. Wing-personing Fable. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe? No, I don't think so. I would love to sing about the exciting magical things I encounter. Character information unlocked. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you did it. That's a lie! Do it, Fable! Okay. Maybe one day I'll get an offer from them. Wait, I'll offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes you feel like a feather-light nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. You want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Yo, why am I so, like, judgmental? Why can't you be both? Fable, dab it up again. Both. But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Although, I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes, tutorial. We need the tutorial. Really? Yes. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Oh my god, so cute! We're gonna make potions and shit. Wing and Bing. This entire game series is drinking at your bar. Yes, different characters come on different days and there's story arcs and stuff. It's very similar to Coffee Talk, where you make the drinks for them as well. Okay, welcome to my drinking mix nook. So this is what it looks like. Oh, so this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. You pinned my order! Swift strike. Ooh, that looked good! I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log, just in case. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No, I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipe. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you picked the wrong one? I can either erase it with a sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in 5 bottles on the right. There's dexterity, intelligence. This is just D&D, I love it. I have not played a Fable game, actually. I know of it. Why? Which one do you recommend? Dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, charisma. That raise up. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Endu. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with magical details. Just try making a drink. Got this. What does draw recipe mean? Oh, like right out on the board. What does this mean? I don't know what this means. That is crazy work. All 3 mainline games, honestly. Alright. I'll keep my eye out for it. In terms of massive game arcs on the Yummy-Kong channel, we're still in our Resident Evil era. I just need a break from the screaming and to sit in my feelings of RE9 for a little bit more. But we do have RE1 Remake and Resident Evil Village at some point in our future. We also have the Dooms backwards. I have not forgotten about them. And I feel like I'm missing something, but those are definitely heavy hitters for me. I also picked up DMC 5 on a sale, so we might just straight up play that one. You know, me on my action violent arcs. You know me, Chad. The swift stroke. Okay, now what? Be a leaf on the wind with the swift strike. This is a must-have for any dexterity devoted adventurer. Grants you agility, speed, and remarkable accuracy. It's 3? 3 drops? Huh! Rumors! We're gonna have a rumor page. Strength, charisma, dexterity. The pluma is probably what we need. Cute, this is so cute. How do I... What? What do I do? Wait, what do I do, chat? Oh. 2, 3. Straight decks, straight decks. That's it. Do I pour it? No, I don't want to use undo. We're done. Oh. I'm confused. Oh, we have to adjust the star. Wait, this is adorable. We're maxed out. 1 drop of brain. And 1 drop of defense. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I did it. I still don't know what the top left means. Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe. But how would I know if I never try? You actually want to try? Well, yes. I want to tell great stories, but... But what? Never mind. Whoa, who's this? Who's this? Orochimaru ass? How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Okay, how do I do this? I don't know what this means. I still don't know what the sticky note on top means. We want the spoken heart. So we got 3 of these. One of these. One of these. This is adorbs. I love this. This is so cute! This should be digestible, maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee hunting, the loathsome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. That was so cute! Alright. The brooding type, I see. Guys, okay, so Coffee Talk was set up, like, I'm remembering it now. I don't know if these are the same devs or just heavily inspired by it. I actually don't know the answer to that. But Coffee Talk, you had a main character who was a journalist who was there every day and overheard / interacted with the customers. So Fable is our version of that in this game. So I guess Fable's getting secondhand experience by hanging out in the tavern with us. So then Fable's gonna write a book, or I guess make the song, I guess is Fable's plan. That's so cute! Okay, I understand what's happening now. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand. that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds or the trees, we keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No, not really. I want to experience things outside of the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. No, Fable and I dabbing it up again. Me in China? And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for that freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the Grove, as well as my sisters. I think they'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. But let's stop aching then. I think so, yes. What if it's wrong to leave, though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventure starts with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Ooh, we get some nighttime clientele. Oh, who's this? Who's this? Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? I clear my throat. You own this establishment, Innkeep. Last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Serlin. You can call me Sir or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Sir. Lynn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink. You do the thing with the quests, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. Ugh, no quest for me. But I may have one for you, or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tigerin, terrorizing farmers, tearing sheeps apart, the whole program. A werewolf? That's news to me. Oh, I hope we get to see this werewolf. Listen, me too. I didn't see one in almost a decade. And that was far south of Erovik. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up, like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. This game knows what I've been reading. Oh, you mean the one with the vampires? I think so. Nah, just split society in two camps. Team Werewolf or Team Vampire. Literally, that's what I'm reading right now. It's called Kingdom of Flesh and Blood, Book 2, the Blood of the Ash and Fire series. And there's the Wolven, and then the Vampires. Which one are you, Innkeep? Team Vampire, Team Werewolf. Uh-oh. We must stake focus. That was called Twilight. Oh, what are we? Listen, I'm a Team Werewolf myself, you know what I mean. My allegiances are with werewolves, but if they're causing problems, I'm a werewolf, Team Werewolf. You called me out, Sarah Lynn. You called me out, Sarah Lynn. Dabbing it up with sandwich, that's right. Bjorn! That is somebody I wasn't even thinking about that. Is it the fur or the pegs? I think you're right, Bjorn. Neither. Questionable experience with the other camp. More so. This innkeep is not me, guys. This innkeep is not me. I'm itching to ask for details. Don't. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? Yes, that's why I asked. Keep guessing. Has anyone ever told you that you could pass as a werewolf? Yes. All the time. At least twice a day. The only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. I see. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know? Hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, the hag had it coming. This is the kind of conversational English we're gonna have in my class. This is great. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Look at the biceps on this one. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? I don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that's Southern Werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works? On any dog, trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Sarah Lynn. It's not that hard. It's either Sarah Lynn, Sarah, or Lynn. Gotcha, Sarah. Hey, Chief? You got a name? Or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep, before I venture on, you've got a drink for me? Of course, what would you like? I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered-down muck instead. Oh, she wants it strong. She wants that 180 proof. He did make that movie, I think. I was also thinking about the Van Helsing movie. Strong. We want strong. This one. We want the Southern Brawler, chat. Also, I faked out the achievement. I still haven't given anything to Andu, actually. I'm covering his cute little face. Whatever. Oh, more of a vampire yourself? I see. Our community is divided. Nah, werewolf all the way, bro. Straying. Spec into strength. I love the colors of these drinks. They're so cute. A drink with 0 water as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back west to the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. I love the shorthand vernacular here. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will ya? Nope. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. There's a lot going on right now and I don't know what to do with this information. Gonna go wherever she is going for real, Taco. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about the undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. Wait, what is this bird doing? Oh, no! I missed it! I missed it, Jack! I think there's not much use to digging up the past. It's just going to open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. I thought the bird was interactable. It just looks like you saw a movie with a knotted werewolf. That's the thing though, chat. Bjorn's right. That's it. That's the meta. They're wolves for a reason. And then they lean into the mating trope and the nodding and the alpha. Like, it's good shit, guys. The past haunts everyone willing to listen, chat. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation, and I'm ending it. Alright, well then. If you find any more rumors for me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf. Don't do groups. But sure, for more work, I'll come back. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? No, I don't, Sarah. Don't want them to go to waste. I could use some help. Fine, I guess I've got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. This is where I sort all the rumors I've collected. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. I think the next best step would be your sorting the match in snippets on your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select a quill of yours and it'll be written up. Got it? Got it. Thank you for your help, Sarah. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. Okay, that's really cute. We have a hands-on approach to our questing. There's a reason the bots disappear after 2 weeks. There's a reason why we do most of our degenning before stream. This one can't be hidden now. It'd be very disappointing unveiling of that park and transform. You gotta leave something to the imagination, chat. Something here has to be not of this world. Okay. The lagoon has nothing to do with the werewolf. Why is everything sideways? Werewolf has previously been in Ereva, a southern town. Unusual amount of undead seem to be haunting the west. A werewolf's secret weakness is playing fetch. Here we go. A werewolf on detours. A recent Vakukin passed by the Wayfarers. Oh, that was the wolf's race. Vakukin. Passed by the Wayfarers Inn, reporting a werewolf making up their way up to Tegarin from Ereva. They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Apparently the werewolves, blah blah blah. It's just the same shit. Sincerely, Innkeep. You think you found a character to add to the D&D campaign? This is so cute. Night 1 complete. It should! This is good shit, chat. Act 1, Wayfarer's Inn. 2, Prelude to Bravery. Oh, what? Our little twink is gonna take the quest? What? Most of the players are sapphic in nature. Get you a siren. What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tegorin. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday. Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain. Woods, even. Preferably one who is good with a bow. Oh, I'm giving myself the answer. Oh, wait, no. Probably. One who tells me what they want in the quest. Ah, I am good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. And maybe I want the quest. Just maybe. Fable is definitely a cage freaky deaky. Yeah, Fable wants to get there first. Know what I'm saying? No. Not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me. I think. Hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forest. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they are also human. But you've talked to humans before. And you got silver arrows for your birthday last year. They're just collecting dust in your room. And what, Fable? And what, Fable, you twink? You bottom bitch, Fable, let's go. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then? I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Oh, damn you up, Fable, let's go. Or rather, I did. But then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I have to go on the quest. And I have to fight the werewolf, or talk to the werewolf. Which is worse? Do someone else, Fable, there's a third choice there. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? What if when I try to shoot it with its silver arrow, and I miss and shoot a tree instead? Then the tree would be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead, because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. Oh my god, I hope Fable brings it back the werewolf. I can't make that decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes the decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Ah, maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? We know why. In general, I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest, it seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make a good start for the song, right? The prelude of an epic. Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seemed like they need protecting. But... oh, wait, it's still Fable. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Oh my goodness. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? Ah! We don't know what it's thirsty for! It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mary Morgan incident, or my first encounter with the Emeranthian Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Aw, why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it except for me. I'd get caught on it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had been just once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. Okay, it seems like Fable needs a charisma drink. Just a buzzkill. I think Fable needs a charisma drink. I hope they give me the option for that. No one wants to hang out with somebody who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming. They make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the weeping Amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping? Like a baby, all day long. I plucked them, then they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. Oh, we gotta go through all the incidents, chat. Of course they do, just look at most of the people at Walmart. Well, just a day after it arrived to guard the portal to the dream plane Avalon. Avalon! That's a Spyro world. I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven, but I thought, since it has fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthine Hydra. And I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice, some things as changing as the Leviathan sea. All chimeras hate mice, all hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranthine Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest. Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left. And I have tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step in front of it again, lest it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. Avalon is from Arthuria myth. Wait, why are we XDDing? Yeah, I'm sure. Avalon's from more than just Spyro, of course, of course. Come here, Bubbins. Look at my cat. It's almost packet time. Want our Witcher to come back for real? I'm looking for the next wolf to come through the door. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologized, and begged for the answer. Turns out, that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Wood halves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. I suppose you have a point. Alright, what's the Mary Morgan incident? Ah, yes, the Mary Morgan incident. That was probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. We really have to talk about that. We get this twink a charisma potion. Please. We have the antidote right here. Only if you want to. Alright, but just because it's you. An adventuring party was on their way passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And then the fog bears a great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from the local ranger, a merchant, up in the Teguran recommended me. I agreed, to help of course. My first adventure, yay! And no riddles to get confused about either. Sorry chat, either. I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So of course it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? No people. Seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shining armor, armed to the teeth. Haha! I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I've never got lost in the woods before, but this time I did. I couldn't see well, there was blood rushing in my ears, and I felt dizzy. But for some stupid reason, I led them along the path no one should ever take, past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home to the Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men. Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right to her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey, and I silently bid farewells when we reached the other side of Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of everyone of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. Listen, Fable, are you fucking a werewolf or not? That's what we want to get down to. The brass tacks here. You're gonna create a statue for the campaign? Witcher lady with big biceps and scars probably be well placed. Nice. I could have led them right into the arms of the Wyvern chimera that resides in Quag Mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You have to find that out then. Like, on a quest. For example, don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? Oh, that was me. I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't, and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? What if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2. And who knows, you might even end up forming a party. Oh, and besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I'm a very fast runner. So if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and, future hero, charmer of nymphs, am going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes, good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid in your journey? Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet, so that the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. And if I want to fight, I'm gonna need that surprise, round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with my diplomacy. Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Yeah, that's what we want. That is the drink that we want. Maybe we can even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. Yep. I will leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can also influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. Wait, I actually like that. The drinks we make impact the plot. Yeah, we're gonna go Riz. We're gonna go Rizma route. Rizma route. Rizma route. The spoken heart. Wait, no, that's strength. Isn't it? What did we choose? Broken heart. Oh, okay. Never mind. And... This is so cute. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better, braver. Bombing. No, wait, that sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Tegerin. Tregerin. I think I have not been saying the first R this whole time. And now I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I needed to get started. You got this, Fable. Dab you up, let's go. Have some faith in yourself. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest, so... I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them right in the soil... What? In the right soil, they grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass on to mortals... Wait. And consumption can pass on to mortals like us. Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. It's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together. Of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. Let's go! I hope Fable will be alright. Fable will be just fine. I wonder what path their fate took. Maybe a zesty one. Ha! Zesty one! I hope I was able to help. Oh, our brooding boy's back. You again? Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, I get it. Would you try to be more specific? That spoken hot one. Tasted fine. Thank you. Okay, they want the same thing? That's crazy. Crazy, they want the same thing? Well, maybe they'll be more talkative with more charisma. A spoken heart just for you. Maybe able to help you find more words. Haha, that's true. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might come back. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Charming. Oh, we have a vampire. We have a vampire who has arrived. Also, when do I get to put my jobs together? feel like we have enough for a new quest. Careful, you'll step on my cake. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Ugh, not another one of those empty babblers. Would you prefer a different line? I can confidently say I'm all but empty. That's what they all say. Seems like they've given ye some more dialogue options than most. That don't convince me just yet. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Of course not. Probably forgot to give ye enough intellect. Would surprise me if there was actually a brain inside that skull. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you I'm different from your average background character. Sure. I must agree. You look much more delicious than they usually do. Thank you. I thought I should let you know. I'm not on the menu. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? That thing? Ah! My cape! Your cape? That's not his cape. That green fellow on his shoulder is an ooze. Or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you? Aye. Pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story and your names. Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I'm Sir Alphonse Louis Frederic Duquette du Sang. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Oh, Kyle. What kind of drink can I offer you? Blood! Or if you're out, I would also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. So it's probably gonna be strength. This is funny because the baristas at the coffee shop you usually go to will joke about being NPCs. We're bigger, badder NPCs. I'm really enjoying this game so far. It's cute. And it's cute and queer. Also spicy. What's up with that werewolf though? I think there were definitely innuendos. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious, very alive. Maybe as a chaser, you can let me have a bit. A bite? No. Okay. And to whom may I offer this second drink? Rhea Frostgrip. Nice to meet. Yeah. Skip. Just serve me something strong, something that feels durable, tough, like a mountain in the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. Ooh, we haven't made that yet. The frosty lagoon. I think I would like a frosted lagoon, honestly. A taste of Ur, just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Let me try. I see ye are many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks, just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle. What about that ooze-filled story? Fine, I guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me deep in the mountains of Dovermere, with my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. Is that what they said? I don't know. There I was minding my own business, digging for the good stuff, you know? Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. Suddenly this big ooze comes along and slurp, gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now. It's nearly sunrise. And? Sun kills you? Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when that ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took me shovel and dug and hit and dug and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So did you dig out your gold? Silly fool! She dug me out! And guess what he was clinging to? The gold. Oh yes! A big gold nugget. Should be enough to get me to Boruvia. And perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Oh, we did. Please allow me to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get ye to Boruvia so ye can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and I, in return, gold. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. You know where I put me capes? Where? In a wardrobe! Oh! So you can wear it inside wardrobe land? What? No. Maybe we can find someone to retrieve your cape for you. We could? Phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you. But for that, we need a little more information. Good luck with that. First, I need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strute of Boruvia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find my cape. My cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? My wedding. Your wedding? When I married sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape to show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampire Countess Evelyn, residing in Marrow Castle. That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? Ugh, of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh! What? My cape! All rats, here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape! What now? That little mean, vicious, beautiful beast, her, that thief of thieves, robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No! I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape, I could never live without that. Oh, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps Innkeeper, that's your name, right? Sure. Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever step foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we could find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So where could a brave adventurer find Marrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of the mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn, Queen of Darkness, Temptress of Men, Flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. But be wary, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Damn. Alright, I think I got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quickly, another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. Ah! I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Making money tonight. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Humph, let me try. You got it right again! I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I am consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, what ails me so? Everything ails ye. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. Why the dragons? Could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh, right. Innkeeper! Do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin. I'm afraid not. Oh, that reminds me. My aunt Matilda used to harness the power of Chimera's saliva for sun protection. A chimera? A thing. A beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads in all. Made by dragons to guard Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware. I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Ah. If only I hadn't eaten a delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves. I could have asked for it, a sample of its saliva. But I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. What? Why are ye looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh nay, forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make another quest for my trusted lord. And when will that be done? Tell me, when can I walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds, especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me! Let's leave it at 2. Say, Inky, while we wait for someone to do his work for him, do you perhaps have a room or two? Possibly a room without sunlight? We don't want that Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real person one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. I really liked Kyle's character. He was all twitchy and what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but I really liked his body language. Okay. The Chimera. The Chimera. Ooh. In the mangrove. Hatred for mice is universal, or maybe just rainbow mice. Wyvern Chimera resides in the quag mangrove. Adventurers beware. Okay, it's not the undead snails. I also don't think it's the banshee. One is the cape, one is the chimera. Cape, cape. It's these two. I don't know which one though. Maybe chimera with chimera, I guess. Yeah, I think so. And the other one's a vampire. Countess Evelyn, wedding day, looking for his cape. I mean, I hope they're right. Aww. And I'm also curious if our twink, our resident twink, is going to be the one accepting all these quests. I really thought we would hire the doom and gloom Orochimaru one. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. Now I can have access to some Fey crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fables, Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Yay! More drinks! Oh! Sayre's back! So, innkeep. A drink for me and this lanky pal. It's good to see you, Sayre. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you, I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well. And with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not. So you two didn't form a party? I read that when she's back. They didn't bring a friend. A third. I don't know, maybe we were lucky to get one beefy wolf type. So you two didn't form a party? No. Oh. Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I do owe them one of your dishwater, at the very least. Family feud. I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like a feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was gonna kill him. I thought that was a joke. It wasn't. Blender file is going well. Oh. But no one died? No, Alfie here was able to prevent that. It's fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Elaborate, please. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot. I think they were confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did. Kind of. I also remember you saying you didn't want the quest there. I didn't. It was there by chance. They were both stealing sheep. Was not. Sure was. Adventuring don't pay what it used to. So you steal other people's sheep. Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born a half-crescent dreaming moon of the quest fable. Right, the quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Trigorin right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins out around there, and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards, as well as see one farm after the other. An idyllic sight. Well, at least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally. Visually. A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness, and I'm no owl. Thank God. You're already rude enough. Imagine the damage you do if you could turn your head all the way around. Who says I can't? Just kidding. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing. Okay, I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So I snuck closer, and I saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it, so I summoned up all my courage and stepped out from the showers, and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put the sheep down." I didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite, and I thought it might confuse her, and maybe that would help calm her down. It confused me, alright. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person. Or an insane one. It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with, "What?" So the confusion plan worked. But I hadn't really expected that response. So I said again, "Please put the sheep down." And she asked, "Why?" And I said, "Well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice." And she asked who I was. No, I asked, "Who are you? A guard?" I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling howl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole in the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrid yell. Please, it was barely a bark. and it made my blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. You turned around immediately. And when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes, gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws. He looked like he wanted to eat me right up. Eyebrows, eyebrows. These two have chemistry. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Serlin and the werewolf were on the ground, fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep you were holding? Obviously I let it down at that point. Good. So you went to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue checkered and an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff our Uncle Dragon likes to wear. That old... expletive. Hey, why can't I say that? Expletive. What the expletive? Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Oh, shit. We have to keep our innuendos to ourselves, chat. Expletive. Ah. Anyway. It was just like Uncle Dragon. Smelled like Uncle Dragon. Felt like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. I haven't seen the old man in years. Was coping about it by joking. That's the only way I can talk about him these days. Because of the feud? Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry, distant. Fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually, he just left, ran away, without a word. Left us and Uncle Fedor behind, worried senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him, and all their savings missing. Swore I was gonna kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was just to get those problems as far away from everyone as possible. Idiot. Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I didn't end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. But I got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop talk, I would shoot at them both. I would have never done that, of course. But they must have believed me, because they actually stopped to listen. Looked mighty scary there, little pal. Thank you. I sat them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me. Sounds rather dangerous. 'Twas. Wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop two angry wolves? Oh, well, anyway. I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Serlin and the miscommunication. Feud. The feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course. No, it ain't. But if we had known, we'd have helped him the best we could. At the very least, would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. He didn't think that would have happened, though. So we decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. That only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing, and not on any human things, or vacuuming things, trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they all have in common. The sheep? No, the stubbornness, the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep too. But they had to talk about it. That silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. And you got them to do that? The little stick is oddly persuasive. Had us talking about it before we even realized we didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first, and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a great sword in his gut. Oh my god, this other path would have been just murder. Wonderful. Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing. Oh, those people. Idiot got so obsessed with the cure he can barely still control himself. We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he'd done. That he has to accept he's different now, and learn how to live again. Of course it won't be easy, no change of it is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living in our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them, they taught me about the phases of the 7 moons, the secrets of the moon signs. That sounds like a bunch of expletive. Yeah, the Rizma drink was effective. You saved a life. It's real. You're a crescent moose. It's probably like their zodiac signs. We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy. That sounds great. It is a happy ending. I wouldn't call it an ending, rather the beginning of something new. So the end of one adventure is just the beginning of another one. Exactly. I like that. So, after a heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together. God offered to spend the day at the settlement. But they don't serve anything strong enough for my taste. Plus, Alfie was dying to get back here. Was talking about how they need to update you on everything non-stop. I think they live here or something. I had to report back about the quest. I'm glad you did. They also started crafting something with the werewolves. Ah! That's something about it being for you, Innkeep. Oh, really? But yes. It's not finished yet. But I'll let you know, I promise. That wasn't that hard, was it? Ah, well. So a drink. What can I offer you, sir? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean make me the usual. Strength never gets old. What about infusions? Do we have infusions? Huh. Oh, maybe we'll unpack them after the day. Oh shit, we have character bios. The dwarf is 175 years old. They have alignments and arcana. The vampire's the fool. Fable's 110, they, them. The hanged man. That makes sense. Serlin's the chariot. 36. Southern brawler. strength. You know what? Let's do it opposite, chat. We're gonna do a BRB after the day. Because I need to close my blinds and Fontaine is circling me like a shark. Surprise! Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about that. Fable, what about you? Do you have something that'll calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses. I've had a stressful day. Night, morning, sequence of events. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna alternate the colors. We have a little fun here. We have a little fun here. Here you go. Thank you. Wow, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? They do look like they're going to pass out any second. So do you. Maybe sleep is a good idea. Sarah-Lynn, do you have a place to sleep? I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. I have a room available. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you later. Are you heading home, Fable? Yes, I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly. Maybe take a nap first? Yes, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did. It was scary and different from what I expected. And I don't know. I was so good at pretending to be charming. Have you considered that you weren't pretending? You did well, Fable. Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure. I think this is just the beginning. That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world one day? I think that's a very tall order. Ha! You're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I would just prefer it if the world didn't end. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help. Maybe you should ask Sarah-Lynn first, but I'd be happy to be second. We'll see. Let's hope we won't. I like this world. And you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such calamity. Even if it would make for a good song. Or a sad one. Or both. I'm going to head home now. Do that. I'll stock up on quests for you. I can't wait. See you soon. Okay, so I'm thinking even the outcome of each quest affects the song at the end. I feel like that was a foreshadowing for that. Okay, our spicy boy's here. Wait. He's showing more of his face, chat. I don't think I'm making that up. Oh, how fun! Okay, we gotta do a BRB. I gotta give the boy his packet. Grid Ninja looking at. Oh my god, you're right. That's the most accurate description so far. Hello, Greninja, cutie. Good evening to you, too. Yes, see? I know he was a bounty hunter. I feel like something in his dialogue said that. This quest wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. Seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? Huh! I like his angry face. No, my legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally? I want to take on that quest. Go to the castle to get the cape. I mean... Yes. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. So you know of the castle? Yes? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whisperings, of a strange fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence. Me too. Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she has? Once. Had a vampire mixer. Wait, that's spicy? That's a nice detail. Oh, yikes to the pettiness, Bjorn? Yeah, I know. Get me out of here, for real. This is the most affordable place to live in Greater Boston, so it comes with territory. Good things can't last forever. I'll make it work, though, if I have to. Interesting. So she was only here at night. Yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? I really like this guy. He's cute. No, she had on a lot of makeup. But below that mask. Sure. Would guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood? Interest. You sell blood. Of course. Whose blood? Did you hear about 2 wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes, she has a lot of werewolf traps set up. But all animals seem to steer clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land in one way or another. As a grave, a pile of decorative bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. It sounds like a strange place, like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire. She seems to be a thief. It appears so. You not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but must be performed in secret. Or you're not worthy of the coins you pocket. Okay, I love his animations too. My favorite character so far, even though we like Wolf Mommy. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only thing worse than stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed. You must live with the consequences. Consequences of being you? A Exactly. It definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I'm the one with the shadows and the wind, gone before they even notice I'm here. But you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures. Whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Haha! We want a little curio for ourselves. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair? Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I'd prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. What? Are we gonna work up to bigger trinkets? It seems like we're developing a relationship with Zephyr and... What's their name? What's their name? I don't know, I've been reading too many romance books, I already forgot. My walls are still a bit empty. Oh, maybe they go in the photos here. Oh, what's gonna go there? Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to her doorstep and the cape back to me, along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, too traceable. How about a drink then? Oh, maybe that's our currency stamps. I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of, raised you up from your shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? Wait, secrets is good. Secrets is logical and pragmatic, but imagine this guy telling a joke. I want secrets. Secrets. I have many. Grant me one. I shall. I know this may come as a shock to you, but I was here before, just yesterday. You may not remember because you barely noticed me in the shadows. I was so stealthy I spent hours just watching you from afar. That is definitely a secret. You cleaned a lot of glasses, served everyone with a smile. You looked so worried after the adorable green one left. Oh, okay. You got eyes on. Like you thought they might trip straight into a monster's maw. And you're swift with your hands and fast with a knife. Alright, enough secrets. You may have one of my renowned drinks, and some of my renowned infusions. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today. Was finally able to unpack them. Infusions. Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purposes, I think you can benefit from either some fey crystals or a frozen pine cone. The frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They can help you form a magical frost barrier that will hurt those trying to harm you. The fey crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they'll turn you invisible. Eventually, for a bit. The duration is a bit unpredictable. Also got some phoenix chilies, but I don't think those would be useful for your situation. Interesting. So what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore? I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature. I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs near my neck. Though, that does sound appealing. Kinky Zephyr! Strength, I can do. And some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely. To outstealth her and steal the cape right from under her pale nose, so that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity, and some invisibility could help with staying unseen, should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision and keep. Your wisdom is no secret, is it? Hey, eye contact, damn! No, I want to go the dex route for him. Strength just doesn't go with him. Now that I have access to infusions, I can be careful of how they interact with other ingredients. They might alter the drink in a way, blah blah blah. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape so I mix the correct recipe. What's that mean? Maybe I should even try adding an infusion first and adjusting the drink from there. Give it a try. Bay crystals. Oh, that's fun. They give you some properties, so then you match it with it. Okay, all right. I like that. We want dex. So we already have 1 point here. That means we'll need 1 of these. And the rest. There we go. It's done. Yeah. It looks the same. Yeah, I think I did it right. I got an achievement. I did it right. Oh, it matches him! So cute! Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath. Not quite. That's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something and keep. And it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. See. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath? Ha. Good one. He laughs, chat. It tastes like, not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No, only the absence of it. Zephyr likes it seasoned. That makes 2 of us. Hopefully this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are as swift and quiet as the wind. If she can't see me, goodbye, Inky. I would say pray the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the Realm Keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave. Or for a good story. Farewell. I wonder if we'll get more of his face, or if that's his final face. Or for a bitter end. I think I got 1 more day in me, because this do be taxing on my voice. And I have a freaking 8 a.m. another freaking interview. I'm still taking interviews on top of everything, chat, so... Just because you just never know. I kind of need this to work out, so I have like a pre-interview tomorrow morning at 8, and then I have an actual interview Monday night. I'm just collecting offers at this point, hoping that my uni job comes through. Oh shit! Sarah's got a long braid. Cute. I'm taking this quest and a drink. Great, did you sleep well? What? Sleep. How was it? Ah, fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. No, your beds are just too comfortable. It was hard to get up. Of course, my apologies. I will make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Would you like a drink as compensation? I think I already said that. Maybe something strong that will wake me up and keeps me up too. Ooh, we're gonna want those peppers then. We're gonna want these peppies. For sure. Maybe. I don't know. It really seems like the chili's gonna wake her up. Okay, we definitely want our strength. But what about... I'm nervous I'm gonna actually get this wrong. Strong that will wake me up. And keep me up too. It seems like we don't need another southern brawler, you know? Yeah, we only had one bold. Man, she keeps doing the same thing. I want to make her something else. Alright, we're gonna alternate again. Have fun with colors. Oops, I messed up. That's okay. Something strong coming right up. That is strong. Just the right amount of too much. Maybe I should call this drink the Sarlin. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest. Yes, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said. Actually, yeah, Sarah seems equipped to handle a chimera. I see it's my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It's been hours since I've done anything but sleep, chat, and drink. I'm getting antsy. If I sit still for too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrating and I forget who I am. I think that's called boredom. It's torture. That too. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire sunscreen? Couldn't get more reckless than that. Could be by taking Alfie along. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. Wait, Taco's onto something. Sarah misses Fable. She's an ADHD queen. And she's concerned about Fable. Let's go. Shipping? Oh, Taco. I'm not sure if you saw, but the back of Sarah is a very long braid. Like, she's got a thick, long braid down her back, if that helps you with any character designs. We're making vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get their chimeras ooze themselves? It's wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. You saw it? You're making her a blender right now? That's so cool. Also, if everyone just did their own quests, the quest economy would be in shambles. I suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking. Ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? It depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? What did she say before that? Then no. Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimeras stole riches all the time. They were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realms. So stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss poor job. I like when she glares at me. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay. Nervous. Ain't that either. Eyebrows. Yeah. My boys are getting a little older. They're like 10 and 13 now, so they might need their... Fontaine's gonna be on his urinary food for the rest of his life. He's locked in. But Booker, I gotta figure out what he needs in his diet. Yes, they're my little old men. I call them my little old men. But I also call them my little baby boys. Then what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing. I'm asking. Ah. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before. And I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one. Or to survive one. This seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about guardians? It's less about the guardian and more about what created it. And maybe a little about the chimera. It's got a dragon head, right? Yes, modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase that. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? They're cool. Also, when I was little, my baba used to tell me bedtime stories about dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Aw, they were 7-ish when you got here. That's so true. That lines up. That was Booker. What? I froze? Nothing happened. Come on. Aura off the charts, chat. Aura off the charts. It's been 40 years. I died. I fought the Wyvern Chimera. And it didn't end well for me. See, I'm decapitated. Every single time it launches, I have to do this to get rid of that purple bar. Annoying. I'ma be, I will die, I'ma be, I will die, I'ma be, I will die. Sarah. Wait, Taco, how are your turtles doing? There's a question. They're gonna outlive all of us. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met each of the realm keepers themselves. Had little keepsakes from them and all. My sword is one of those. Passed it on to me before she left. One day she was just gone. I think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. Like, to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Your family has a leaving problem. least she left our savings alone. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about the Wyvern Chimera? No. Was the only kind she never encountered. Had quarrels with those feline ones. Different varieties of scales. Even the cow one, I think. Never found a wyvern in all of her years. Still rocking the whole shell look. Aw. Wait, Taco, when you're done with your Blender model, if you don't mind sharing it, whether it's DMs or in Discord, that'd be dope. It would have been nice to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good Baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much? So you like dragons? I do. They're fascinating creatures, very interesting, very magical. They are fascinating and magical. I know her little smile. I don't think I didn't want to like obsess over her on live, but she's got great facial animations too. I love when she glares at me, but her little smile's cute too. It's like we're letting her guard down. It's like, I mean, she's letting her guard down. She's letting us in, chat. It's too late. She's letting us in. We're special. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic in their wings. You could just ask them for their magic. Not sure about their wings. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic, expletive. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. Yes, they are, Sarah. And I don't need to rely on anyone. Not even dragons. You were hooked up first sight, for real. I take it back. I don't want her drunken uncle. But a different werewolf? Yes, sir. A little help never hurt anybody. A little self-reliance don't either. Wait, when did she drink her drink? If you say so. Does that mean you don't want to drink to pep you up, Sarah? Didn't say that. See, that doesn't count as help. It's prepayment for me taking your quest. Sure. You'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer that could greatly help with your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of boost for this body couldn't help. Heard they're quick and toothy, so I'll need to be hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all in a bad idea. You sure you don't want any infusions? Just a little bit of phoenix chili would make you fire resistance. That could be very useful in a fight. Dragons. You're stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. Oh, look at her smile! And on the topic of trickery, no, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your chilies, or you go heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. Don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. Yes, ma'am. Chilies. I want to go smart because we never do that. So, charisma, the brain. The little charisma roll. Charismatic boost. Wait. There's only one infusion though? Hold up. Oh, defense and chilies? Or intelligence? Well, I kind of want to use the chilies. I want to use the chilies. She's always... I guess defense is different too. Right, fine, chat. We'll do a little Frosty Lagunas. We'll do a little fire ice action. Little fire ice action. Figured it out. Thanks. Feeling tougher already and dangerously close to catching fire myself. Think I could almost take on a dragon like this. I bet. Guys, for the eye tracking right now, I'd be looking right here. Let's stay grounded. How urgent is this sunscreen? Pretty urgent. Sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. I also have this game on Steam Deck, so once we get through this base run, for sure I'll be doing it again with the total opposite choices. So fun. Okay, one more day, chat. I got one more day in me. Oh! Okay. The Starlight Sonata. This looks like 2 days later. I think the last one was the 58th. Whoa! Hello. Hello, ma'am. Hello. So is this Wingman Simulator like the other game? Or is it just like D&D Bartender? I would love to see some shipping happen. So I don't know about the Wingman yet. We, in our imaginations, made it about the werewolf. We chose to read into innuendos. 17 more days? Oh, what's the Titanic reference? It's been 67 years. I'm not sure if we will stream this whole game or... I don't know yet. This is definitely a fun placeholder, but I won't play it offline just in case. I just don't know if my voice can handle it, but I did really want to start this game. I think it's more D&D Bartender Simulator, which I'm enjoying. I like that we have, like, choices matter and such. I don't know if I can change up my voice for her. Hey, Inkeep. Or just a little bit higher. Indiscernible amount higher. What is Kylith from? Oh, we know her. We have a rapport, chat. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. Oh, wait. Okay, we'll do something a little preppy. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do. Yeah. The birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know? Critical Role? Probably based off of it. They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What'll it be this time? Ma'am? Something for the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. I am now? Yes, I'm quite confident in my abilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So, what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. Okay, so we want defense and probably the frost. It definitely is classic elf druid. Wait, no infusion? I feel like it would tell me if we wanted an infusion. It really seems like she wanted that, but... Nah, she just wants defense. I guess we have to just pay attention to the post-it notes. No creativity allowed. Bubbins, I gave you what you want, please. Please, bro. What's this fairy getting up to, huh? Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I needed for my trip. Fairy things. Where are you headed anyway? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures, like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. Bobbins, I gave you what you want. What do you want? What do you want? You gonna tear my blinds down, huh? They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech Magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure. But do you know what I'm most excited about? Nymphs. What? I was wrong? No. They're pretty, don't get me wrong. But definitely not the reason why I'm going to Boreas. Okay, I gotta mute myself and pick up my boy. This boy has had like 2.5 servings of food in the last couple hours. You're good, baby. That'd be Fable's reason. Oh, that's true. We forgot Fable's freaky with the nymphs. You're so right. If you happen to meet a nymph, greet them for me. Sure. I know she's like, what? What do I just say? That this innkeeper says hi? Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year when the mornings are still a bit chilly. And the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. Sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet! I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that. It seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being distressed? Well, the cinnamon green cheek conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I want to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk from their treehouse. And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late for your convention. Well then, so long, Innkeep. See you soon. Interesting relationship that we have. I'm grateful for the shorter day because this bitch is Yapper. Fable the Twink, the Yapper. The Freak. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told them about Serlin's quest and the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that? She told me before she left, in case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Of course! We had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia. You know, the night constellations on the astral plane and all. But they have one astrologer who knows a lot about their reflections in the pool of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that too. I can't wait to learn about the sea mirrors, echoes that distorts the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought. So well, what is it, Fable? I may or may not have that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather, that Serlin was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves. Oh, okay. This is gonna be Fable's keepsake. We're gonna get a keepsake from Zephyr, and maybe Serlin comes back and gives us something unprompted. Yes, I recall. A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you like trinkets. Oh, what is it? It's a piece of embroidery of constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it, while the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and the twin reflections. A punch? A flex? Both. A little choking. Come up and grab my neck. Ma'am! I imagine it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper. Guys, my friend, I can post it in Discord. My friend back in Colorado for my birthday, Scout, miss her. She, on the same exact thing, like, had a wooden ring, dark navy pincushion. She made me the Taurus constellation. So I have that in my room. It looks just like that. That's so cool. It does look a bit like the Little Dipper. I think it'd also be the Big Dipper. I don't know what the Dippers look like. Using a lot of imagination. Who knows? Maybe there's a world out there with this exact configuration of stars in the night sky. There might be. Maybe the Little Dipper is part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example. Oh wait, that was me. A bear, for example. A bear? Innkeep, I think you might be the one dreaming up something now. Most likely. Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? I do like to watch them from time to time. Wait, gotta mute myself again. Gotta make sure the boy is not on the counter eating the wrong food. Nope, he's his chonky little self in the hallway licking himself. Okay. Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or primordial sea? Primordial seems super cool. Really? Somehow that fits. Your magic reminds me of it. Mere coincidence. You'll have to give me your birth data soon, so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it all down for you. That's great, thank you. I think you may be a double jackdaw. Are you? We'll see. We will. Until then, care for another drink to wind down? Man, are we a barkeeper or are we just giving people drinks over here? Something more zesty, perhaps. A drink, please. I think I figured out how to make my own zest. Happy to hear that, Fable. But drinks? Not sure how to make those just yet, especially those with the right balance. I'll still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So, could you make something that will keep me awake and agile? Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. Thank you. One moment. Is he gonna tell me? Is this it? What? It's not telling me this time. It's not telling me this time, Chad. Is this a test? No, that's fire resistance. I think she just wants agility. I thought it was more. Okay. We're just gonna make another one of these. I gotta trust the piece of paper, I guess. Okay. And if it's wrong, I'll get an achievement. It's not a big deal. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think you may also need a break, so maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit, if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. Oh! Kyle's here. Greetings, Innkeep! Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature! Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite! Are you enjoying your drink? I am. I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep say, did you move your inn by chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Wait, can I move? No, we're in a tree or some shit. Or just a house. This is not house moving castle. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment. With winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hidden within them. Like a vampire. No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek. Oh. Except during games of hide and seek. I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps. But it underestimated my skill. I love that face he makes. As a 3-time hide-and-seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. Not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear innkeep. It is still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it to the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. faux blood. That should just be strength. Over here making a mess, chat. Cute. Hello, Endu. Hey, I petted Endu. I got an achievement. Some flow bud. Faux bud. Faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Oh, this is perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled The Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how's the retrieval of my cape coming along? Oh wait, our boys should be back, I think. Oh, that'd be crazy if they all meet. Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I've sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous! Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taken the day off. She demanded vacation time. So I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off to spend her vacation with her. But then I wanted to follow her to the market. My sleeve caught fire, my hand, my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis poison is very bad this time of year. And the sun. Oh my god, referring to the weeping thing instead. This vampire is just simply in denial. Wait, what's over here? Werewolf on the until sunrise. What does that mean? What does this mean? Oh, maybe the current quest. And the sun is also bad for vampires. What's up, guy? You know what? I have a little bit of water left. Welcome in. Hope you've been well. Is it? Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that could make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding. That's how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great recommendations. Moisture levels up to code. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles? You've been starting to feel the shutdown schedule? Doing one at an oil site, it's a lot. 12-hour days, 6 days a week. You've really gone for around 14 hours though, traveling there and back. Yo. What? Also, okay, be safe. Oil site and all. 6 12-hour days? What? That sounds crazy. Is this a seasonal thing? Like you work hard for a few months and then have some time off? Question mark? Yes, they taste deliciously dead. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though. I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape. Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to that. It is my cape, after all. Maybe he wanted my Haskell recipe. Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me. He asked me about you. Me? Yes. He said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the full peace your precious innkeep has found in their house of denial. Very poetic, if you ask me. Drama? Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together. I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. You want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Wait, guy says, yeah, seasonal, usually around late fall and early spring. Shuts out is when they'll shut down the big unit or a section. Dang, 24/7. Wow. Okay. The more you know. The more you know. Thanks for stopping by. Sounds like you're exhausted. Or no. Wait, you're in the shutdown or not? Me trying to keep up with chat. Words. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. It's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with the eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She's the most beautiful month, is she not? A heaven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capeful and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am. But I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. Ah, the refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning, but maybe celebration also could not. Would it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. You are hard to dislike. Maybe we'll be nice. Okay, I was right the first time. Great. Well, thanks for making time to stop by. My voice acting. Nah. I hope you're enjoying any modicum of time off that you have, Guy. You are hard to dislike, Kyle. Oh, how sweet of you, as sweet as my blood. I have a lot of it. I love how charismatic this character is. Honestly, I love all of them. But this face, I would hope you do. It runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest? Whatever. There's nothing greater than friendship, don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. That makes it all more precious. Dang, we're getting deep with Kyle. That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said... What was it? Don't think too hard about it. I don't know, this friend seems like a threat, so... Gotta wait another 40 minutes for the bus? Oh, perfect! Twitch time! Of course, the letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Thank you. Wait, is this a love letter? Is it a threat? Or my greatest romance? Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think now is the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic? Longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend. It would go so well with fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks, doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they are part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. Yo! That's so cute! Why does it look like weapons? Wait, this is damage. Everything's on fire. Oh shit! Okay, villain, not our greatest romance. I don't mean to interrupt, but what is it, the Devon? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful! They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Oh shit! It's an attack. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars.